Put me in the lab, watch me cook up like a chef. Don't tell me I can't ball, cause boy, you ain't no ref. Making plate after plate after plate on our Steph.
Good afternoon, y'all. It's Dale again. Y'all, I'm coming to you from the grounds and the greens of the Museum of Fine Arts in Montgomery, Alabama. So y'all, today I have a message and I also have a short story. So the title of my message today is We Walk by Faith. That's right. We walk by faith. So, the story. So, several years ago, when I was a corrections officer, I worked the midnight shift. I worked from 5:30 in the afternoon until 6 o'clock the next morning. And so we were doing about 60 hours a week on that job. And in the midst of all that, I usually always had me a part-time job. I was doing something. I was selling something, or I was doing whatever to make additional money for my family. So in the midst of that 12-hour shift, things would usually slow down somewhere around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Up until that time, we were busy processing inmates into the jail that I worked at. Fingerprinting, photographing, handcuffing, wrestling folks, all that kind of good stuff. So on one particular night, things had slowed down somewhere around 3 o'clock in the morning. And I had an opportunity to sit down to just kind of like take the load off my feet. And before I knew it, I had dozed off. Well, y'all, when I opened up my eyes, there was a lady looking at me and she was smiling. So the lady was a good co-worker of mine, a good Christian lady, and I won't give her name, but we would always tease each other about all manner of things. And so she was looking at me and she was just smiling as if she had caught me. Yeah, she had caught me dozing off. Well, when I looked at her and she looked at me, my response was, we walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith and not by sight. Y'all, let me tell you something. That lady got so tickled, Lord. She laughed, I laughed, and another one of our good co-workers, he laughed as well. I got her goat when I said that because she didn't expect for me to say that. We walk by faith and not by sight. So y'all, on this afternoon, I want to say this, and I'll be brief, that there's so much that we don't understand. There's so much that we're never going to see with our naked eyes. In the midst of being in this world, in the midst of having adversity, in the midst of living and trying to be good people and trying to do what's right, there's going to be a whole lot that we don't see. And that includes the work of our Father in heaven. Y'all, he's working in the background. He's working in the background. And that's why it's so important for us to walk by faith and not by sight. You know what? In this physical realm, people have a tendency to believe everything they see. People have a tendency to believe everything they see. But you know what? If you really want to be tested, believe in what you cannot see. I assure you, there is more power, there's more strength in believing in what you cannot see. We walk by faith and not by sight. God is working in our lives. God is turning things around. God is covering us. God is dispatching his angels in order to protect us. Whether we're coming to or fro, he's doing it. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. One of the most amazing things that I've seen in my life is these people who are totally oblivious to the fact that God has worked in their lives. They want to blame the world. They want to take credit for everything they do. No, it's not you. It's not under your power. God gave you the power to get up in the morning. God gave you the power to lift your arms and use your hands and use your feet and wiggle your toes. God did that. We walk by faith and not by sight. They can be fooled if they want to. They don't have to give credit where credit is due, but we all know where it comes from. It comes from our Father who sits high and looks low. So in the midst of everything that happens in our lives, be encouraged, stay prayerful, keep hope in your heart, and God will continue to work in your life. With that being said, it's been my pleasure. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. It's a ministry, y'all. We're getting the word out one person at a time. Hope is not dead, y'all. Hope is not dead. So brothers, sisters, loved ones, family, friends, reach out and touch somebody. Help somebody. Give somebody an encouraging word. And you know what? Not only will that person be blessed, but you'll be blessed as well. So with that being said, God love you, God keep you. It's Dale again, y'all. Peace.
Just look at me and see this greatness on the ground like at a crime scene. It's evidence. Watch the Holy Spirit shake up your residence. Get some reverence. All these blessings round and round. Ain't no way that they ain't heaven sent. They ain't believe in us, but God did. Pushing the